You know, if me and Rolly could ever come back from what's been said between me and her. She talked about my dead dad, I talked about her son. I just don't think we could really come back from that.
Yup, that'll do it.
If you say anything else on the internet, Slim, I promise you, bitch, you're gonna be done, I promise you.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today, we're going to talk about Baddies, Midwest, and we're going to have to talk about a few things because some things just didn't sit right with me and my spirit. Rolly versus Slim was crazy. When we all talk about fair is fair, ain't nothing about that shit was fair, but it is what it is. But y'all like, comment, subscribe, let's get to the video.
Let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, won it, securing the bag.
The episode starts where it left off. Slim walked in and Rolly didn't have nothing to say.
Walking in looking like a scarecrow. Oh no, like you ain't finna walk in and get a scene in this. I'm finna whoop your at the dusk.
So she came over and just started pummeling. The adjective we have to use has to be very much indicative of what happened. Pummel, stomped, dragged, mangled,
Desecrated.
Okay, another one. Like, why are we doing this? Like, is this Mariah 2.0? You already lost. Why are you still fighting?
Like, Rolly did that girl so dirty. And don't get me wrong, I feel like Slim, she held her own. She did what she had to do. But Slim was like, in the later episode, Slim was like, yeah, you know, I won 2 out of the 5 rounds.
No,
girl, you got she literally was doing helicopter with your hair. Like, girl, you just like sitting there, like, woo, girl, you didn't win a rounds? Are you crazy? I mean, delusion. I mean, you have to do something to make sure that you can go, you know, to bed and sleep at night. Because I know you had a headache. Her finger was over here, just busted open. Like, it was crazy. I don't condone violence. But my whole thing is the backstory of what happened was Slim said that Rolly talked about her dead father. You know, rest in peace to him. That's a low blow, right? Then I saw the video. I didn't see what Rolly said about Slim, but I saw the video of what Slim said about Rolly's son. And about Rolly. Like, she wished, you know, RIP for him. She wished him to get, you know, jumped. Like, there's a lot of stuff that Slim said watching that video. I didn't know it was a response to, but disgusting. Like, y'all used to be friends, but were they friends just based off of a show? And then they came onto this show together, you know, the number 10. They come onto this show together and they just felt like they had to be a unit. So I think the reason why they fell out was, I think, a mixture of things. But what I keep hearing is the fact that Slim jumped in to fight with Natalie. Rolly and Natalie was fighting at the reunion. We saw when Natalie slipped on that damn jacket. So Slim got in and fought her too. Rolly got upset about that. I guess that made her their relationship strained. Was what it was. But the backstory, like I said, they was just throwing out slugs. And Rolly just basically saying, like, girl, you ain't gonna sleep here. You ain't gonna do nothing, girl. Every time you hear, I'm going to tear you up. I just talk her big one. Like, she just like, girl, I've been in the gym. Running. Yeah, I got stamina now, baby. We can keep going. And like I said, Slim didn't want to give up. I don't know why, but
She's not gonna give up. She's not gonna give up.
So a lot of girls in the convention was just like, yeah, you know, this is crazy. Like, my whole thing is I don't want to hear anything else about size ever again on this show, because y'all literally just let a 400 pound woman, I mean, she lost weight, so 280 maybe pound woman attack a 115 pound woman. There's nothing else we can say. Nothing. You can't blame, oh, she's injured reserve. This is equivalent of injured reserve. That woman should have even touched that woman. But Natalie even was speaking up, like, because Slim was just like, girl, you know, Rolly, you know, you love me. I'm just like, girl, are you stuck in fucking delusion land? Like, this woman wants to you off this planet. And Natalie was like, no, you talked about her son. You talked about her son. And she was like, you talked about my dead dad. La, la, la. Like I said, the fight was what it was. We get over to the next day. It's like a little interlude. It's Natalie, Rolly, Jayla, and Scotty. They're all talking about, this. They're gonna have some type of bonfire. Everything that happened last night. Rolly's just like, yeah, I don't care about the girl. She is to me. I don't care. So Natalie's like, you know what? I want to get all the girls together. We're gonna have a nice bonfire, eat some food. And she's like, I'm so excited about having all these girls together. I'm just like, Natalie, facetious yet again, because the bonfires be having nothing. It's just like them brunch, like that brunch that you threw, Natalie. That's all that they have. Y'all talk about, oh, we're gonna have brunch. Girl, is the brunch the liquor? Because we're not eating shit. Maybe somebody's eating the fist, but nobody's over here actually eating, right? So talking about we having a bonfire, girl. And we're over to some of the other girls in the house, and we see, I want to say, Summer, Jazz, Pretty P, and Big Lex, which is kind of random, but they all get together and they're just talking about what's going on. And Summer's like,
Jazz, I want to talk to you about the situation.
And Jazz like, bitch, what are you talking about? Why you want to talk to me? Like, I just feel like Jazz is so irritated with Summer off rip. So every time she talks to Summer, it's never a reconciliation in her tone. It's always like, bitch, stop talking to me, which is fine. That's cool. Like you say, you fought 6 times. So either, for me, the thing with Jazz is, you say you don't want to have no more beef with Summer. You just want over here to just be cool. You don't like her, whatever have you. But their tone always gives, punch me in my face. Right? So not saying that Jazz is going to do that. We already know that you and Jazz fought. It is what it is. Neither one of y'all scary. But every time Jazz is trying to talk to you and Jazz came on, a softer tone, you still on that rah-rah. So I'm just like, where are we trying to go with it? Because Jazz like, I don't want to have no beef with you. I'm good. Like, I don't care about you, girl. And then she basically saying like, scummer. Now, every time she said that, I did chuckle. So I got to give you that one. That was funny. She was like, yeah, every time she was like, scummer is a nothing to me. Like, it is what it is. But some of the girls were saying in the episode, like, okay, Jazz, like, you only here because of people that you know. You're not actually here because of your own merit. But she's saying that she's a rapper. She has music in Detroit. I mean, you have to give her that. A lot of these girls come on the show have music. I never knew them beforehand. So, yeah. Tinkerbella come in and I'm just like, oh, Tink, and Pretty P cool, I guess. So Tinkerbella's like, what's up, y'all? What's up? And I can just never get past Tinkerbella's hands. I can't. Jesus, girl. But Tink just basically asked Pretty P, like, do we have an issue? And Pretty P was like, my only issue is with Diamond. Every time I fight you, Diamond want to come over behind me and over here just on my back of my skull. No. So she was like, well, I'm going to have to let my girl know that you're talking about her. Was she talking about her, or did you ask a question and she gave a response? Because the way you brought it back, Tink, you brought it back hella messy. But we're going to talk about it. All the other girls was, cool, and they just ready for this, bonfire. So we go outside. I'm going to say Rolly stuff. We go outside and we see a lot of the girls gather outside during the day. And I think it's Ivory, Diamond, Tink, some other girls, right? And they're basically just talking about, really ain't talking about shit, but Tinkerbella was like, everybody saw Diamond walk up. She had this neck brace on. They're like, girl, why you got a neck brace on?
Mind you, the neck brace was an airport pillow.
Look, I got in that fight with Akbar, like, I'm just trying to make sure my neck is good, She was like, oh. Ivory basically said, like, girl, the only time I see people have neck braces when they got their ass beat. She's like, no. She's like, if you get in a fight, you can get hurt too. Like, my neck just hurt. Diamond just over here, I just feel like she's trolling. So it is what it is. But Tinkerbella basically tell her, she's like, Diamond gonna give you a heads up. You're my sister, you're my girl. And, when I came up into the room, the girls was talking about you. And, Pretty P was saying that she want to fight you. And everybody was like, oh, this girl, how I knew it was Paula. How I knew Paula has an issue. And then Diamond was like, look, I have no issue fighting her. But, right now, and once I heal myself, we'll be fine. We'll be okay. We'll be good. But Tink, that's why I said, like, you messy as fuck, because they weren't talking about her per se. You asked a question, she gave a response. You made the situation that, oh, they were over here just chattering about her. And that's not the case. You brought it back hella wrong, and that's just what it was. Messy. It is what it is. You're Natalie's son. And every time I see this woman on this screen with this James Charles White makeup.
Hi, sisters.
Girl looks like Ghostface. I said, Slim, do you not, whoever did your makeup, did one of the white chicks, you know how she like powder my nose. She's like, poof.
Thanks.
Slim, girl, are you fucking crazy? You didn't look in the mirror. There's no way that Slim looked in the mirror was like, I'm eating you hoes up. I'm eating you. Oh, ain't no way. Cause Slim, you look crazy as a mother. The girl look crazy. If I was Roller, I wouldn't be able to sit in her face and be serious because girl, I'd be over here laughing like, who did her makeup? But before then, Jayla, you know, she's having her monologue.
I guess like the spark of it or the biggest issue with y'all is you feels like she tries to like remind you that she made it further than you.
But I ain't gonna hold you. This actually one actually made sense. So Jayla's over here talking to Slim and she just like, look, like fill me in. You know, I was set out for 2 years and you know, I get it. You know, you want to come back into the fold. But I'm just like, Jayla, you set out because you was dating NLE Chopper. You didn't set out because, you know, you thought you was going to get the step up. You know, you thought you were about to be one of those girls. And look, but too soft. But she was just basically telling, like, give me the backstory. She was like, well, you know, she talked about my dad and this and the third. We fell out. I talked about her son and it's wrong. I miss her. She starts crying. I'm just like, girl, crying.
Yeah. It was never no hate or no jealousy. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So I just don't understand. I don't get it. Like, I never had that type of energy towards you.
You weren't crying when you was online trolling. You weren't crying when we were at all the baddie auditions over here trying to fight everybody and fighting people and trying to say you're going to fight Natalie, slap shit on Natalie. You weren't doing all of that. They're alluding to drugs and alcohol, but it's like, I don't think it's drug and alcohol. All you bitches like that. Like, right? But I just find it kind of weird that Slim, you have a different tone. Beforehand, when you was like, oh, Natalie, when I see you, I'm going to slap your chin, I'm going to slap you. You were trolling to get back on the show, like Rolly said. Everything Rolly said, she ate down. But I'm just the type of person where it's like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm an empathetic person. So, you know, Slim's over here crying because she said she missed Rolly. We used to be this, we used to be that. Cool. Rolly comes in and Natalie comes in and Natalie basically sits down and says, look, Slim, you know, you have been popping it on the internet for years now. And at some point, girl, you have all this to say. I'm gonna give you the platform to say it. You're not leaving. I mean, Sydney won't leave you, but you can kiss Sydney up to something. So Rolly was like, look, at the end of the day, I have nothing to say to this bitch. So I'm gonna let her say what she gotta say. And then after that, I'm leaving. Rolly said that, but then Rolly had a whole diatribe to this girl. So old girl was just over here just saying like how she felt. And like I said, she wanted to apologize to Natalie after her and Rolly's talking. And I agree with Rolly. You're only apologizing now because you're on the show and you're trying to get favor and sucking Natalie's dick. 100%. You did all that shit before the season, and then now it's just like, oh, Natalie, I'm so sorry for what I did. I should have never did that.
Honestly, I don't really know if me and Rolly could ever come back from what's been said between me and her. She talked about my dead dad. I talked about her son. I just don't.
Cause Rolly was like, girl, when you over here jumped into, she was just like, this, she said, when you jump into the fire, I never told you to jump into the fire. Why would you do that? I told you, my sisters don't even do that. Girl, don't do that. Just da-da-da. So then it flipped into, like, you will never have my spot. You a nothing ass bitch. I ain't never gonna da-da-da. You ain't never gonna get this spot, bitch. You never be me, bitch. You ugly, skinny bitch.
Bitch, you suck. You can never be in my motherfucking spot. And this conversation is over. If you say anything else on the internet, Slim, I promise you, you're gonna be done.
You will never. I'm just like, girl, is it that deep? It might be. But I think it turns into, it goes past the point of, I'm mad. You know, you did what you needed to do, right? You whooped her ass 5 times, honestly. And then it goes into, because she was like, I hate you, bitch. I don't care about your fucking tears, bitch. You gonna cry me in a river, bitch. The Nile and Egypt, ho. I don't give a fuck about you, you skinny bitch. Like, it just went to a dark place and it keeps going there. So it's just like, I get they were trying to do some type of reconciliation, but girl, fuck that. Like, it is over and done, and the heartache we're living on, never. Right? So Natalie basically tells Slim, she said the only way you're going to stay into this house is if Rolly wants you to stay. So we'll find out at the bonfire or at the next city if you're gonna stay or not. But it's up to Rolly. She's like, well, dang, I don't think that's fair. I was a baddie, da da da. I'm like, it is fair because Rolly already said she's not gonna fight her no more, which thank God. But I agree. Like at some point, Natalie needs to start showing some type of loyalty to these girls because Rolly is on Zeus, this a household name now. So it's just like, girl, do you want to keep her? Do you want not? Like, I mean, I feel like Natalie owes her the loyalty. So it was what it was. So Slim's fate is in her Rolly's hands. Irony. So we get to this bonfire, and this was the end of the episode. Oh, I forgot Jaden and Biggie. So Jaden and Biggie was over here arguing about somebody being in the house, and Biggie just went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And I'm looking at Biggie like, no, don't get me wrong. I think Biggie this season has been so funny. Her comebacks, her confessionals, funny. But Biggie, you still fail to realize that you still let a bitch slap you last year and you did nothing. Nothing. So now you feel like you can try Jaden. And Jaden, you look crazy as hell because you let Biggie son you. She little girled you, right?
Don't bring your friend again. Okay. And ask permission next time. Ask permission. Nobody's talking to you. It don't matter. Ask permission.
Right there, she said you didn't ask permission when you didn't ask permission when you bring somebody into my motherfucking house. You don't ask me when you bring somebody into my house. Yeah, bitch. I'm just like, and you're sitting there like, I'm a West Coast bitch. Like, I get active. Girl, you didn't do nothing. What are you talking about? You look crazy. Crazy. But yeah, now we get to the bonfire, and at the bonfire, basically Natalie went around the room and just asked all the girls, who should go home, and almost everybody, I won't say almost everybody, but Jazz, Summer basically said, well, Scummer said, I think Emma is kind of boring. And you already know Jazz and Pretty P are the three blind mice. Pretty P basically addressed Diamond. She's like, girl, do you want to go over here get in the field? What's up? And Diamond's like, well, my neck hurts. She was like, girl, every time I try to fight you, something hurts. Like, at the end of, are you injured reserve, bitch? What's going on? I see a lot of buzz online about Pretty P. Like, oh, Pretty P, I like her. She always standing on it. Da da da. I still am indifferent with Pretty P. It's like I feel no type of way about her. But one thing I said from the beginning is she gonna get out there with anybody. She ain't scared. She gonna get out there with anybody, and she's still in business. All the girls kept going back and forth. Like Dolly was going back and forth, and Dolly was like, they start talking about, oh, I'm pretty in this, I'm pretty in you, I'm pretty in you. I think Ivory was like, I'm gonna keep Emma because Emma's prettier than all the other girls. I'm just like, girl, what? Emma, you gonna have to step up because you're boring as fuck. You wouldn't call Scotty boring. Don't get me wrong. Scotty is complacent. Scotty's not boring. She's complacent. Scotty is like the mediator. She wants to be real cute. I'm happy that Emma came on this season because it woke Scotty up. It made Scotty realize that your spot ain't secure at all. Just because you over here with Lemon Pepper, allegedly, don't mean Nathan. At the end of the day, shake it up or shake it out.
All you bitches are lining up.
But I guess Pretty P called out Dolly, and they got into the field, and they over here start swapping it out. And when I tell you, low key, Dolly, I get that you say that all the music.
And I'm the most anticipated person here. Like, I'm who the people want to see.
Like everybody, I had thought in there, but Dolly was just like, oh yeah, my hands. I've been so anticipated. Well, Paula was low key ragtagging that ass, especially that second round. I know you needed a Tylenol or Excedrin, one of the two. Had to, honestly. She's like, I don't condone violence, but baby, but y'all let me know what you guys think about the episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Bitch, let's go right now. I'm finna beat your ass, bitch. I ain't these bitches from audition.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a dollar, break your head here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It's too sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around, cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This Hurricane all I really asking for. Now I got to go.